think it's a story quest. It's not actually... Oh, I can get a key. I've got maximum keys. Okay. It says it's a stories quest, but I don't have a thing. Anyway, Master of Stars Deception. Part of Butterfly's Dream. Alatus, Chapter Act 1. You discover some hilly churls near Wangshu Inn that are giving off dark energy. Just as an adeptus who calls himself Star Snatcher is performing some exorcist arts nearby. Cool. Let's head up to Wangshu Inn then. I'm really looking forward to the new content. I think as much as I would have liked to have started playing Genshin when it came out, I think for not starting when it came out, I came in at a really good time where every time I'm about to run out of content, more stuff was made available. Like the Dragon Spine was in there when I started. So instead of running out of content to do and having to grind my way up to Leeway, we're able to go out to Dragon Spine. And did that and then went out to Leeway and then stuff came out. During that, I think stuff came out while I was doing that, so it sort of paused a bit of that.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there?
Well, they do seem to give off some... Oh, they see... Wait, don't mix both the voice lines, pick one or the other. They do give off a sinister energy.
Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys, but this is different.
No, we did a quest where we spoke to one of them.
This is right by the Wangshu Inn too. Oh, the guests are in great danger. Now that we've seen it, if we don't do anything about it, Paimon will feel really guilty. Let's go take care of them.
Okay. Yeah, and then we, so as I was saying, we did some content, and then because that sort of pushed our AR up, that's when we started getting to the stories. I think it was like every 2 levels, there was like another story we could get with a key.
These super evil hilly trolls are more difficult to defeat than the usual kind too.
No, not really.
Hey, seems like people are gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing.
I like his mask. Hey Valkyrie, how you doing?
See that guy in the mask? He scared off all the hilly trolls.
Could he be an adeptus?
Oh, you mean like Xiao? Now that you mention it, this guy's mask is kind of similar to the one that he wears. But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptus-y than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi?
Something's happening with the internet.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
Interesting. It must be a Twitch thing. My bitrate's going up fine, but I'm dropping frames. What's going on, Twitch? There it comes. Twitch hiccups? Twitch ups?
Hello! Allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. I certainly don't. Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection, it seems that we have not met.
Yeah, sure. We are following the trail of the Adepti.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
Then it is
Wait,
right
what? You're
that
the
our
emergency
paths
food.
coincide. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is good manners to comply. The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars, though one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Levi were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
Yeah, let me ask your followers what they think of you, and then I'll make a decision based on their opinion. That doesn't sound like,
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action?
that's good research.
His power truly hails from the divine. I believe that now, there is finally some hope for my ailing father.
So you are looking at joining my cult. How about you go speak to my brainwashed cultists over here to get some good information about whether or not you should sign your life away.
Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true Adeptus, no doubt about it. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mist flower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it.
Wait, so your father hasn't
Sure,
actually
you have to make
recovered
some
yet?
sacrifices if you seek help from an Adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
But he hasn't actually recovered yet. Alright, let's speak to you.
Finally, a life full of hope and purpose.
Okay.
Oh, are you believers too?
No. Seemingly less
After my
so.
fiancé had been left, I cried every day. But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back.
You're not getting your
in which
fiancé
case
back.
I wouldn't need it anyway.
I think he might have left because you are financially irresponsible. And destructive with your property. He's probably better off that he found out now instead of in 10 years' time. Male believer, female believer, mercantile believer.
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was.
And we got there, and all I had to do was give him 150% more than what the value of the journey was worth.
Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of a god is a monumental affair. Just look at the right of dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Yeah, I think you're a sham.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart.
From their imaginations, I'd say.
Surely you jest.
Surely I don't.
There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this.
He said what?
All things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask.
I mean, you really shouldn't be asking in this day and age. You know, people have just been responsible. They don't want to spread the virus, but
One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this realm than is necessary.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
alright, yeah, let's be honest. We don't know where our sibling is.
One senses that a tragic tale lies behind this wish.
Yes, I can see
So
you've
be
studied
it.
astrology.
This wish is not beyond one's power to grant. But first,
Thanks,
one
Aaron.
must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
He wants money.
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do we do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all.
I think he wants some more, Paimon.
Oh, that's right. Some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they? Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us.
And he's a
You
scam.
don't even have a vision.
I don't think people put visions up for sale or no need to rub it in. The funny thing is, though, we would have our own Mora, right? Paimon doesn't get... Why does Paimon get any of our Mora?
Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they?
Okay, so we can say yes or no. No one shares your values for sure.
Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse
I'm pretty sure we
and see
said
if they
no,
got
and she's
any
like,
new
okay, let's do
recipes
it.
in.
Okay. That is waypointing excellence. I mean, we know how to get there, but sometimes the stairs don't go... Yeah, look. Maybe we don't know how to get there. Okay, we're back. The waypoints have come back.
So, you'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti?
Yes. Here, and keep the change.
Oh, aren't you generous? Thank you for your patronage.
Isn't that supposed to be the Adepti?
Hey, isn't that,
Star Snapper.
What a coincidence running into him again.
Coincidence or adept incident? Wow, that's a stretch.
Did you hear the name of the book he just bought? Was it Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti? Well, anyway, it was definitely a book about the Adepti. Why would an Adeptus want to buy a book about himself?
Perhaps he's a narcissist. No, I always found him fishy. He's trying to act like one.
Really? What's so fishy about him?
His fishy tail, the gills, that fish eye behind his mask. Yeah, why would an Adeptus want people to pay him more?
Huh. That's a good point. None of the other Adepti we've met seemed like they needed anything from anyone. Paimon thinks we should check out that book. Maybe we'll find out something about this guy that we can use.
Did I finish Phantom Right and DA2? We're halfway through Act 2 in Dragon Age 2. Phoenix Right? We finished the first of the trilogy, and we're halfway through, which is less than halfway through, actually. Oh wait, no, we're a third of the way through now? Let's go with the third. I think we've got 2 more cases in the second one. Pay first, read later. That's a good notice for a bookshop. Oh, sorry. I like how they're like...
We'd like a copy of Yaksha's The Guardian Adepti. Do you have one in stock?
Huh. Since when did that old chestnut become a bestseller? You're a rare breed of youngster if this is what you like to read. But you should be able to find a copy somewhere on that shelf over there.
Somewhere?
So,
Somewhere.
are you buying or not?
There we go. So we don't even have to buy it, we can just take it.
This is the one!
They really like
Let's see
us.
what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times, Liyue was a
the
land
popcorn?
of misery,
Who brought the
where the
popcorn?
shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world,
I like how
manifesting in
Zhongli,
infernal forms.
narrates all the books.
When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyon, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
Oh, that's Xiao, is it? I thought Xiao was an Adepti.
This book is about the Yakshas, a group of Adepti who defend
Okay, so
Liyue.
the Yakshas are Adepti.
Seems like a pretty niche topic. Was there anything that stood out to you?
Yeah, about the soul surviving. Well, there's one that disappeared, so presumed dead doesn't mean actually dead.
So, there used
Unless
to be
presumed
5
means
main
actually in
Yakshas,
today's dictionary.
but supposedly only one of them is still alive today. Do you think that it could have anything to do with that Star Snatcher guy?
No, he's a fraud.
No, surely not. He doesn't exactly give off the impression that he's been suffering for thousands of years.
Yeah, and if you've been fighting for 1,000 of years, you might have gone through like a eat a lot and get real sort of plump buff. But I reckon you'd get through that, and eventually you'd just end up being like super shredded, leathery skin type of deal. And you would be wearing pristine clothes. I think you'd be wearing something that was sleeveless. Possibly even just go shirtless completely.
The book says that the wrathful spirits of the gods defeated during the Archon War can sometimes cause plagues, monsters, or mutations. All of which sound pretty horrendous. Hey, wait a second. Paimon wonders if... Do you think those super evil hilly churls we saw earlier were the mutations that the book's talking about?
No.
The book says that the Yakshas, after fighting against the wrath of the gods for thousands of years, became bound by karma. Poisoned by the hateful thoughts of the gods, the Yakshas would often descend into indescribable fits of terror, rage, or agony. It's so tragic. After everything they went through in all their years of protecting Liyue, they got no reward and had to deal with so much suffering instead.
Nothing else I can think of.
Yep, Paimon thinks we've already summed up all the key points. So back to the matter at hand. The things we need answers on are 1, where did those super evil-looking hilly trolls come from? And 2, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas, right? Now to head back to where this all started and commence our investigation.
Yeah.
Let's part the fog of mystery that hangs over Dwayne Karst and let the truth shine through in its full glory.
Man, she really knows how to monologue lately. Yeah, you're way too into this.
To be honest, Paimon actually hopes he is a real Adeptus. His exorcism technique seemed real enough at least.
I'd hate to find out that a jerk like that was a real
There's
Adeptus.
further for them to come down. So it makes sense to investigate thoroughly first, just to be sure. Alright, let's head back to Wangshu Inn.
Lying or not.
Did Miss Chloe teach you how to do puppy dog eyes? Right, where is Miss Chloe? She's looking at me like, are you going to give me the treat or are you not going to give me the treat? It's like, huh? Come on, give me the treat. I can't give you a treat every 20 minutes. Otherwise you'll come out every 20 minutes and then you'll become a tubbo and Mum will get mad at me. Yeah, she will, won't she?
Flee at my command, foul demon!
She doesn't care. She's like, I don't care if you get in trouble. I want a treat. Do you reckon he just like threw some stink bombs on them? Well, you can come up and say hello to everyone, but I'm not giving you a treat. Come in then. And she's like, no, don't pick me up. She's not what you'd call a wants to be cuddled dog.
Flee! Why won't you flee?
Because there.
Uh-oh, looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in.
Yeah, but if we step in, he'll say that he summoned us or something. Look at him. Look at him. He's cowering. Look at you, coward. Why can't I talk to these guys and say, where's your hero now? Pepper's already left.
Oh, I don't get it. Why didn't the Sigil of Permission do anything?
Oh, he's got one of those fake sigils of permissions that Child is making, maybe?
Has the evil aura of these hilly churls grown in intensity?
Sigil of Permission, huh? Now why does that sound familiar?
Yes, the Get Out of Joy Free card.
Right! It's a keepsake of the Adepti, so it must still contain traces of their power. No wonder he was able to scare those monsters away earlier.
What are you two babbling on about? One is merely underslept, meaning that one's adeptal power is not in full flow.
No. Take the
Were
mask
one
off
but
and I reckon
given
we'll
another
recognize
opportunity,
you. Or at least the villagers
Well,
will.
as it happens, there goes another bunch of evil hilly churls over there. Should we leave them to you then?
one suddenly feels ill at ease. Surely one has overexpended one's adeptal powers. Otherwise, one would surely purge these infernal beings at once.
So you were just bragging after all. We were right to be suspicious. Come on, Traveler. Looks like it's up to us. Use your elemental sight and hunt them down.
Or we could just let them go, since they're not attacking anyone.
Huh?
I haven't started doing the lantern stuff yet, because I was waiting for stream, right? But I've been doing dailies and domains and things. And I've been getting a whole bunch of the wick material.
Paimon was just wondering who could have made such short work.
Hey, Xiao.
It's you. I remember you.
In the mountains. That is one of my favorite WoW storylines. The Stormbringers. You've got to meet you start with the. I can't even remember now. It's one of my favorite storylines. But you start with the. It's in the cave, and someone's chained up, and there is like one of the Storm Maidens.
I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
I should try and find that voice line.
He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons. How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean...
Yeah. Xiao is the final Yaksha. That was obvious, though.
Yeah. Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he?
I don't know. It's when they said demons, and he was like
So that
Adeptus of
means-
Demons. That kind of threw it off for me.
Poor Xiao.
We were just reading a book called Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti.
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We Yakshas have no need
So
of sympathy
where's
or
the fourth
tears.
one, though? If he's the fifth one.
My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic
Illiterates don't
influence.
tend to
so
do
we shall
much
part
writing
ways here.
on account of the literacy. No, on account of the illiteracy
We'll
thing,
be
right?
a big help. Paimon promises.
No need. I am used to fighting alone. And in any case, these mutations originated from me to begin with.
Well then... Oh, consider it Paimon's penance for being accidentally rude just now. Please?
Well, come on then.
Hey, can we loot the Healy Shells, though?
So, Xiao, you've been suffering from the bad karma all this time?
Suffering is my price to pay for eons of endless slaughter.
Is that
I have come to accept this. But in recent years, Other living things have suffered, when the burden should be mine alone to bear. I must reflect on this.
I just wanted to loot a flower while he was yakking on. Although I do need slime stuff. Should be grateful. Alright, let's go, dude.
Finish your preparations, and we
I'm
shall
done.
enter. We should not leave those monsters be for too long.
Yeah, I still can't. That line. The illiterate's book. This place attracts monsters corrupted by their sinister energy, according to Xiao. Their mutation, excuse me, might be connected to his karmic debt.
Ooh, this place gives Paimon goosebumps.
I will use the ritual known as the Bane of All
That's a cool
Evil
scene.
to relieve this place of its
Oh,
karma.
is that where Kung Fu Panda and
You
the turtle
must
did the
remain
thing?
calm. Do not allow yourself to be affected by the lingering wrath of bygone gods.
The something peach tree? Quest specific effect. As a result of the buildup of divine karma in the area, Xiao will have Bane of All Evil permanently activated and will constantly lose hit points. Additionally, the effect of that divine karma will allow Xiao to regenerate hit points when he deals damage to opponents. Okay. Oh, this is it. We get to trial Xiao. We get to trial Xiao later on as well, I think. Okay, so I guess I must hurry instead of not hurry. Should weaken some other ones. Pretty sure you could just go nuts and kill them all, but I always like taking the time to get to an enemy that's further away if I've got something low, and then I can kill that and top the time back up. But usually I can do way more than enough. It's something I've had to do in a lot of the domains, so I can use like underpowered characters as soon as the new domains open up. You've got to find a little bit of strategic advantage. One of the ones too is that depending on what you kill, in some of them determines what spawns next. You can definitely use that to your advantage. Like there'll be a list, so it's not like you can get completely different setup.
That must be the power you got for being a vigilant Yaksha, right?
But you can control the fight a lot better if you know what
You only wear your mask when you're fighting
killing
the
what
bad guys.
spawns what.
But that Star Snatcher guy wears his mask the rest of the time too.
Star Snatcher. I am aware of no Adeptus by such a name.
That's because he's a fake.
So he is a fraud! Well, we'll continue this discussion later. You should focus on your battle for now.
Whoa. I'm guessing he doesn't always jump like that. That's awkward. It's almost as awkward as Lara Croft Angel of Darkness. Almost. I don't mind his combat. So I could probably use... I've got Xiao. I got him off a pull the other day. But it just feels like use him and just spam button. Are we going that way? I guess all of the combat really is just spam button, but I get, I like the combination between, Lisa and Barbara, where I can, bounce the element back and forth.
Boring. Useless.
Oh. I gotta check it out though, because this jump is weird. Like, extremely unnatural and really clumsy. He's so thorny. No thorns for you. I like the dash though. It is weird with the super calm combat music, isn't it? Come here so I can swirl thee. All of his attacks are Animo attacks though, which I do really like. Whereas a lot of the melee characters' attacks are physical, and then they have an element ability.
It is good that we came here. An unusual number of living things had fallen under infernal influence. Had we not arrived in good time, the consequences would have been unthinkable. Now, this Star Snatcher you speak of, what is the situation?
He's a charlatan.
Paimon will tell you.
An adeptus who grants
Even if
wishes.
you don't want to, Paimon will tell you.
To think that people could be so easily deceived by such blatant lies.
As an adeptus, do you have the power to grant wishes, Xiao?
The Liyue of yesteryear would never ask the Adepti for boons unearned. Millennia ago, the ancestral people of Liyue asked for nothing more than the strength to defend the land they called their home.
To be honest, an adepti who grants people's wishes is probably more appealing to people nowadays.
However feeble people nowadays may be, they are not my concern. I concern myself only with following Rex Lapis's original decree.
Oops. Paimon spoke without thinking again. Oh, one more thing. That fake adeptus has a sigil of permission. It's what he uses to exorcise demons.
Wait. Truly? Fool. Exorcising demons without exterminating them. It is no wonder they have been congregating here. If this continues, things may spiral out of even my control. We must confiscate his sigil of permission.
I think I'd also like to teach him a lesson.
Great minds think alike! Paimon agrees. We've got to show that trickster what you get for trying to fool us. And it just so happens that we've got a real Adeptus with us too. If Xiao were to teach Star Snatcher a lesson, you can bet he'll never dare to pose as an Adeptus ever again.
No. I only slay demons. I do not kill mortals.
Yeah, teach a lesson does not equal kill.
Who said anything about killing him?
It would certainly benefit Liyue if we could convince him to cease his wicked ways. I possess an art called Dream Trawler. It is normally used to separate the soul from the body, that one might cultivate oneself in a waking dream. But it can also be used to call forth the spirits of others.
No, I like pulling his soul out of his body. That's good enough.
Now that's a real Adepti art for ya.
You'll scare him out of his wits, literally. And literally. Not figuratively literally, but actually literally.
A ritual must be performed for this art to be used. Assist me in gathering a few items. A censer, 7 lamps, and
let's see if it
something
looks
to
like
reduce
anything
the
like the magic
temperature.
dream trawler.
Reduce the temperature.
You're not suggesting, Timnos,
some mist flowers
that
will probably
something
do, right? But as for the
with
censer
the
and the
same
7 lamps,
origins as this game
probably
might
not the kinds of things they're gonna just
reproduce
stumble across in the wild.
other
Do you know of the
parties'
2 Yaksha statues that
IP,
stand guard beside a merchant
almost
road
like some
on the
sort of
southern face of Mount Tianheng?
intentionally,
The ancestors
would you?
of the people of Liyue built shrines
Like
there to
making
honor the Yakshas.
something appear to
You
be a
should
certain
still be
brand,
able to find some ceremonial items there.
but of much cheaper
Once you
quality.
have found them, meet me at the Yaksha statues after nightfall.
That would never have happened in
and
the
I
history
will
of the world,
teach
would
you
it?
how to use this art.
I'm fine.
The spirit soars the mountains high, while
Is
the
that the
body
dude? He's got the same
rests
hair as
as
the
the
dude.
world goes by.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Although so does
but
every other character in the game. Well, every other non-player character. We'd like to borrow a censer and some lamps. Please, manners, Paimon.
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the
No, we don't want to
tools of
steal. That's why we
worship
asked
for their
nicely.
own ends.
we know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest.
For the Dream Trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the Adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case.
You say is something on your mind?
Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
There's the sensor.
This sensor should be fine, right?
I guess.
At least it isn't as run down as the shrine.
Don't be rude, Paimon. You return to the vicinity of the temple after transferring the
So
sensor to the ritual.
next, we just need to grab the 7 star lamps, right? The
No,
sooner we
Peppa.
start, the sooner we'll be done.
You only get a couple treats per day. Don't use them all in 1 hour. Okay. Got to pace yourself. 7 star lamps. These are a star lamp, right?
Go, Barbara, go!
It's, I think Chili's on the couch. He very rarely comes over. Occasionally he comes over. And it's nice when he does, because it means he just really, really wants a cuddle.
We can use
So,
now.
you
But
get to pick him up and hold him like a baby and
before we
give
leave,
him a belly
shall
rub.
we? Go, Barbara, go!
And Chloe comes out every time she, Chloe's
Where'd he
she
go?
sees you and she wants to jump on your dog.
Here.
I had presumed that once you had acquired what you came for, you would forget about me and simply be on your way.
It's that guy's voice! Hello? Where are you?
My physical form ceased to exist over 1,000 years ago. What you witnessed earlier was an illusion, created by the Adepti art known as mortal lingering.
Mortal lingering.
Now that you have taken the 7-star lamps and censer used in the mortal lingering ritual, my form is no longer visible to you. I was once a junior in the Order of the Yakshas, bestowed with the name Pervases by Rex Lapis himself. Yet my strength failed, and I was slain in battle. Today is the anniversary of my death. My last wish was to see
Very
a
similar
modern
to
Liyue,
Zhongli.
and so I took the liberty of performing this
Maybe with a slight
ritual
filter.
here. That aside, you were sent here by the Conqueror of Demons, were you not?
So, you two know each other then?
I sense his aura upon you. That and the heavy burden of his karma. Even after all these millennia, he still must endure such tremendous suffering. I am truly ashamed.
Don't say that, Pervases. You sacrificed your life for Liyue, didn't you?
Life is a precious thing, yes. But when I think of the burden that the Conqueror of Demons must bear, death seems to me to have been the easy way out. A selfish indulgence, even.
Pervases.
I apologize. Birthdays are joyful occasions, but by the same token, it is hard not to be melancholy on the anniversary of one's death. The mortal lingering will not last much longer. Take care, you two, and please pass on my regards to the Conqueror of Demons.
You take care too. Yeah, get well soon, mate. No, we will.
If only I could taste some authentic grilled tickerfish once more. By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil.
Huh? Looks like he's gone then. Paimon really
Yeah.
hopes that at least someone will remember Pervases the Yaksha. We should get going.
Feels bad.
But let's come back here and make an offering sometime.
Head to the Yaksha statues after nightfall. Well, we missed out on that part. Well, hopefully there's... Okay. Can we line up someone here for a hit? Nightfall. I like how that works. I mean, that's not how a clock works, but I like how that works. Maybe it is how a clock works. Why not?
Have you gathered the items for the ritual?
We have.
This sensor and these lamps. Their designs are flawless. Almost as if they were made specifically for use in the Adepti arts. Where did you come by them?
We got them from a Yaksha named Pervases.
Oh, and,
he says hi.
Pervases. Yes. This does have the hallmarks of something Pervases might do. As I thought, it seems that he could not leave Liyue behind, either. I hope that its present state will allow him to rest in peace. Well then, let us begin preparing for the ritual. Place the censer in the middle, and surround it with the 7 star lamps. Adorn the area with the items of abject cold. Once this is done, we shall proceed.
Okay. You prepare the ground for the dream.
Yes, this will do.
Something.
Now, the next step is the key to performing Dream Trawler. There are 4 steps to performing this ritual. Offering incense, meditation, incantation, and loosing an arrow.
That seems like a real rigmarole.
Adepti arts are the product of millennia of study by Adepti. Do not dismiss their mystical workings as rigmarole. Failure to take this seriously could cause the technique to devour one's own body, or cause the spirit to be sundered from one's flesh permanently.
Stop talking! I'm sorry!
When offering the incense, we place the incense into the censer with reverence for Rex Lapis in our hearts. Meditation is to empty ourselves of trivial thoughts, and to focus on the target of the art we are performing. Then we shall recite the incantation in a loud voice. Devayaksha, bring forth sin! Finally, we will loose an arrow towards each of the Yaksha statues to enlist their authority for our contract. If all goes well, Star Snatcher's soul will be brought forth shortly.
Okay, understood.
If you have no other questions, let us begin.
Go, Barbara, go.
Then we meditate. Ugh. Paimon really doesn't want to think about that fraud.
Beef, you've arrived. Devayaksha, bring forth sin.
Bring forth sin! It looks like the Yaksha statues are glowing at the waist. So we just fire 1 arrow each at the glowing parts, right?
I hope so.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
Where is one? Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless.
Hey. Summon the dude, hey? Guess what? You're already dead.
Dead? Impossible. One was just lying in peaceful repose at Wangshu Inn. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
There's no helping this guy, is
Not
there?
helping him at all. Oh, you're not dreaming.
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams?
All right, time to take him down a peg.
Oh, nice.
Such impertinence. Where are one's followers when one needs them?
Get in here. I said get in here. There we go.
Hey, stop it! Stop it! Ow! Please stop! I surrender! I surrender!
Huh. So are we still going to do this one self song and dance?
No! No, never again. You almost killed me.
Yeah, I thought you'd actually be tougher than that. I shouldn't have blown the cooldowns.
Oh, how did I ever have the misfortune to meet you two? Please, Great Adepti, spare my life. I won't do this ever again, I swear
Give
it.
back the money you owe.
We did call your spirit here, but we're not Adepti. He, however, is.
You deceive the masses with quackery. Masquerade as an adeptus. Exorcise demons without exterminating them. And display a callous lack of regard for life.
Yeah.
One day, you will reap that which you have sown. For those who invite the infernal into their lives, there is no redemption.
You're...
Seems like Xiao's got him scared stiff.
Oh, great Adeptus. Might I ask your name?
He is Conqueror of Demons.
It really is you. It's truly you. Never in my life did I imagine that I might meet the Conqueror of Demons, the vigilant Yaksha himself.
You know about Xiao?
Of course. My grandfather was a folklorist. I learned the tales of the Conqueror of Demons at his knee. To this day, I am an avid collector of books concerning the Yakshas. But ever since I discovered a sigil of permission while rummaging through my grandfather's personal effects, at first, I was just imitating the Adepti for fun. But slowly, I began to stray further and further from the righteous
Oh,
path.
his grandfather had a sigil of permission.
So to sum you up, you're Xiao's biggest fan?
Yes. Thank you both for allowing me to witness the Conqueror of Demons in the flesh. It's like a dream come true.
That wasn't quite our intention.
Oh, great Conqueror of Demons, please allow me to swear this oath before you. I swear to turn away from evil, to live an honest life, and to never again stain the name of the Adepti.
I will remember your oath. Now go.
Thank
get
you.
out.
1,000 thanks for your forgiveness, and for all that you have done for Leah.
He seemed very earnest when he was making that oath there. Guess he won't be tricking anyone anymore.
He better not be.
Oh, wait. We haven't gotten the sigil of permission back yet. Let's head over to Wangshu Inn first thing tomorrow and look for him.
Well, I mean, if it was his grandfather's, we probably shouldn't take it from him. He left already.
Hey there, boss. Star Snatcher's staying here, right?
Star Snatcher. You mean the false adeptus who wore a mask? He signed in here under the name Wang Ping An.
Huh. Well, we already knew this, so really, really ordinary person after all.
He's already checked out. He said he wished to go on a solo pilgrimage. Ah, yes. He also requested that I give this letter to a traveler who journeys together with a talking fairy, should they come asking for him.
Talking fairy? Who's that?
Well, anyway, you must be the traveler. Here's the letter.
How strange that he would leave a letter for us. Is this the final attempt to fool us, maybe? Come on, open it! Paimon's curious!
Yeah, there might be food inside, right?
Seems like
By
he
the time
actually
you
left
read
us
this
a few
letter,
nice trinkets.
Paimon, I'm trying to read.
Along with... Woohoo! The sigil of permission! Paimon hasn't met a bad guy like him in a long time.
Can I go now? Is that alright? I can read? Are you sure? Letter from Star Snatcher. By the time you read this letter, I will have embarked upon my journey of self-improvement. I regret I cannot apologize to the two of you in person, but I hope that you will forgive me. Since the Conqueror of Demons appeared to me in a dream, I have not slept. My nights have been spent thinking about how I'm... it was like 2 seconds ago. How'd you even have time to... Anyway, not only have I deceived you too, but I've also exploited the hopes and dreams of my believers. People in dire straits oft become weak, thirsting blindly after something to believe in. With my lies I brought them false salvation, while their true desires grew farther and farther away. I know that in a long-gone era the desires of mankind were not as complicated as they have now become. The Conqueror of Demons shouldered the desires of Liyue's people as he contended with demons. Wearing his mask, he concealed the weakness brought by human desire. As a false adeptus, I am one who always wears a mask. A true adeptus only needs to wear it when facing demons. If I wear a mask to hide the evil that has corrupted my heart, then the Conqueror of Demons wears a mask to hide the part of him that is human. And yet he wears the face of a demon king, only that he might subdue all demons. Once I had realized all this, I became deeply aware of my own ugliness, and understood what it truly means to be an adeptus. I set off on this journey over a hill and river, strengthening my body and spirit, not because I harbor any hope of fully atoning for my sins. I do it only to earn the right to be counted among the believers of the Adepti. I have already asked someone to return the money I cheated of others. Few goods remain in my possession, but they are no use to me on my journey of self-improvement. Please take them. Please take the sigil of permission that my grandfather left me as well. I am no longer worthy of it. I wish that you'll be granted that which you desire. May we meet again. Wang Ping, a sinner. I'm actually quite touched.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go take the sigil of permission to Xiao, shall we?
Yeah. Xiao. Xiao. Where are you hiding, Xiao? Oh, he's like just down here.
Ah, there you are!
Redemption up for Patrick? Why are you calling him Patrick? Did I miss something?
We got the sigil of permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Aww.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like you.
Ticker fish was Pervasi's favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
Come on, Paimon.
Uh-huh. And so, Detective Paimon and the trusty traveler solved the case and quietly slipped away.
Paimon quietly slipping away. We know that's not true. Nice.